Hey YouTube, David Lee 11 here, sitting out on my front porch, doing a few things, relaxing for one, working on a few things I needed to get done, or been wanting to do. One's this here cargo net. I'm going to get me a trailer from a bicycle over there, and that's my only means of transportation, so I get me a wagon to pull behind it, and I can put whatever groceries I get or wherever I go, put it back there. I got me a cargo net to strap it down. Yeah, hand tied myself is cheaper than buying one. But that I'm working on that and a few other things. And one of them, cocktail, orange juice and vodka. Yeah, good stuff. And I got a couple things here. This is finished. This here little, I want to get me a muzzle loader, so this is going to be my hunting pouch. Put the fringe on it, bought the leather. Had to wait, got me some more leather, made me a nice strap. Well, it'll work. I mean, for my first one, it turned out pretty good, I think. Bank line right there. Need some shot cord to put around here. So, sewed it all together, and it works. This here's a flea market find. That's the smallest head on a hatchet I've seen. Fits in the palm of my hand. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I want to redo the handle. I might have to get me a piece of hickory, make me a new handle on that. But it's got some weight to it, and it's sharp. It works. So, I like it. Up here is an old file I got. This is when I was in Missouri, and I built me a forge out of an old rim and found an old hitch out the back of a dump truck and a east wing roofing hammer and big old pair of channel locks, and I pounded it out, and that's my work in progress right there. That's the only one I've ever made myself. It's work in progress. Hopefully I can finish it soon, but we'll see. This little one right here, I was on a trip down Mississippi on my bicycle, and I found that laying on the side of the road. Buck, a little beat up. You can tell it's a scrape. She landed. I might take all that paint off of there and maybe just leave it shiny. Got me some spare leather right here, just part of it. I'm working on a case or a sheath for it. So that's work in progress. This one here I found at a flea market. Nice blade. The handle was all burned up, had the leather straps a little bit bent. I got to straighten that back out. And the pommel, right here, the guards. And see how that's a little bit bent too. I got to straighten that out. But found this deer stag on the side of the road. I'm gonna get me some scrap leather and maybe a chunk of wood or two and put up in here, and take just the end of this, that much, put on the end of the handle. I think that'll look pretty good. But this here big old piece of steel or metal or whatever you see laying right here, found that laying on the railroad tracks, and I thought I might make a machete out of that. I just now got me a grinder and cut off wheels, so now I can get to work on that. Found this hunk of bone laying out there. I figured that'd make a nice handle for it. So, and I got brass pins, and well, I hope it turns out. We'll have to wait and see what happens with it. One more project is this here walking stick. This is, I found it, and I liked it because I always wanted one with the curl in it. I found this one. What I've added so far, there's the curls. And now I put this leather on here, braided it down. Hobby Lobby, I love it. It's got all the things I need out there. Found this turkey feather laying on the tracks out near my spot I go to. And I got this little cone bead and some of these beads here. Where they go? Now these I will shorten up this piece right here, because I want to I'd like to get a arrowhead to hang off the end of it. That'd look pretty sharp. But if not, well, it might work. But I don't know. I'll see. But I do would like to get me something to hang off the end of here. It looked pretty cool. Now they got over at the antique shop out north, they got a piece of fur that I want to get, and I'm going to put it in this section right here. So, and I believe it's wolf. If it is, that looks cool. But I made one that had some coyote fur on the walking stick I made back home. It looked pretty wild. And there's my transportation. Hot rod bike. Oh, these are my tiki torches I made. Homemade tiki torches. Made out of a beer bottle. They work. They burn. Light it up for you right quick. Let me show you. How you like that? Pretty nifty. Bamboo jungle's out back, so I grabbed my free bamboo, recycle the beer bottles, my bank line, wrap it around it. There's my tiki torches. Keeps the mosquitoes away at night and sit on my front porch. Ain't much of a front porch, but it's mine. So I'm gonna get back to work. Oh, one more thing. Got my chicken cooking. Boy, it's smelling good too. I wish you could smell it. Alright, had a good time. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.